All right. So after having calculated the assumed mean, we now move to the standard deviation. Now that reminds me of the need to emphasize the issue of the assumed mean. In this question, which again you're going to download from your student account just below the video, the Zoom video that is uploaded, you will be able to see that we are given the assumed mean. Now, what happens if you're not given the assumed mean? You're required to use the assumed mean method, but you're not given the 37. Because the 37 will be given to you by the examiner. For this question, the 37 is given. But in the event that you're not given the 37, what do? So the best way to assume a mean is by looking at or considering the class mark. Always select one of the class marks as your assumed mean. Okay, so you're going to put it as a note somewhere. I don't know that I should put it here. Where can I put this? Okay. We are going to put a note that in the event that the assumed mean is not given, let's put our note here. Don't mind about these ones here. Mind about these. So we are noting that in the event that the assumed mean is not given, use okay, let me say select any of your class marks as the assumed mean, or select from your class marks. Simply select any of your class marks, the X. Select from the X or from any of those values to act as your assumed mean. So meaning that you'll come to this column of X and select on any of these, just like what the examiner did. He selected 37. So you can select 22, 27, 32, 42, 47, 52, or 37. That is if you're not given the assumed mean. Select from your class marks to use as the assumed mean. So going back to the standard deviation, the formula for calculating the standard deviation is on our screen here. Of course, this is for grouped data because we have frequency there. N, if I can say where F is the frequency, N is summation of F, total observations, D is the deviation from the mean. Deviation from the mean, which is that. So just take a screenshot or write it quickly in your books there. So I need, of course, the D squared. FD is already there. I have it. So I am moving towards FD squared, because as per the formula, we need FD squared right there. So I square the D this one here. So if I square the 15, I have 225, square 100, I have 100 there. I mean, square 10, I have 100. Square 5, that's 25. Square 0, that's a 0. Square 5 again, 25, 100, and 225. So I look for the fd squared by multiplying the f and the d squared. So that would be 10 times 225. That gives us 250. 16 times 100, that is 1,600. 26 and 25, 28 and 0, 10 and 25, that's 250. 8 and 100, that's 800. 2 and 225, that's 450. And if I sum up, I get summation fd squared as 6,000. And that's the full table that we have used throughout the discussions and the sessions. And I'm going to give you some 5 minutes to put down your table, complete it. Then you can give me the standard deviation. Just give me what you think is our standard deviation. So I've seen the formula. Share with me in the chat. Okay, I'm seeing some figures here, but those seem to be very huge, because if it is really the FD and whatever that we have should come to 7.22. Should come to 7.22. Substitute properly so that you see that you have 7.22. So that becomes our standard deviation. And that marks the end of today's lectures.